Hey friends, it's Beck the feminist lawyer. So, if you're chronically online like I am, I'm sure you've seen the turkey trot prank. But if you haven't, the short version is that a young woman was engaged to a young man, and that family convinced her that every Thanksgiving the whole family gets together and does a turkey trot, which is a 10K marathon. Oh, I don't know if a 10K and a marathon are the same thing. It's a 10K. So her fiance and the family convinced her that this was a big deal for the family every year. They had t-shirts. She was wearing a tutu. They gave her this weird turkey hat. And she had been training. She had been getting herself ready for this 10K for the weeks that they had been telling her this. Wanting to marry into this family, she wanted to be a part of a thing that seemed to be very important to them. And the video starts out with them, getting their t-shirts, her getting her turkey hat. They're all stretching. They're all getting ready to do their 10K. And then they get together for a group photo where this woman is wearing a tutu, a dumb t-shirt with a turkey on it, and a hat that looks like a turkey. Her fiance is standing behind her, cackling. And they're there for the picture, and they say 1, 2, 3. And then everyone turns to her and says, "We're joking. There's no race." And she looks shocked. She's just like, what? And they all start laughing their butts off at this woman's expense, including her fiance. And at the very end of the video, she bursts into tears. She's crying. Now, she plays it off like it's relief. She's like, "Oh, thank God I don't have to run it." But literally this family has been lying to her for weeks, including her fiance. And I know there are a lot of folks out there that are going to think I'm a stick in the mud because I just don't have a good sense of humor for a good prank. But pranks do not have to humiliate people. As a matter of fact, I just saw one where the dad fell asleep on the floor and the family gathered around him and put Uno cards in his hands and then woke him up and convinced him that he fell asleep in the middle of an Uno game. And so he started playing Uno thinking he had fallen asleep in the middle of an Uno game. And they all laughed and they were like, "You didn't fall asleep in the middle of an Uno game. We set this all up." That was cute. This was weeks and weeks of setting this girl up for humiliation and lying to her. And what that's doing is setting a precedent in the future where she's going to question the veracity of everything that she's told by this family. She's going to constantly be on guard for whether she's being pranked by them or not. And it erodes the trust between her and the new family. But the worst thing it does is it shows that her fiance is perfectly comfortable lying to her for weeks and setting her up for humiliation. So I'd like to speak to the young lady that this was done to. You have 2 choices here, ma'am. 1, you sit this whole family down and you explain to them that this prank has eroded your trust in the family. And if they want you to be a part of the family, they need to leave you the hell alone. Or 2, you realize that that's not going to work. They're going to keep doing things you can't trust them for, and that your fiance was perfectly comfortable setting you up for humiliation and lying to you, and that family and that dude don't deserve you. Frankly, I'd tell you to take option 2 if you were my client. Run, honey. Run screaming. Do your turkey trot right away from this toxic group of people. Pranks are only funny when they're not at someone's expense. And then the worst part of this whole thing is that they videotaped the whole thing and they posted it on TikTok. They posted her moment of humiliation on TikTok and laughed at her. And they got, they were karma farming with her humiliation. Don't marry that guy, honey. Don't marry that guy. It's not going to get better. Stay safe out there, friends, and stay away from people who lie to you.